Please welcome Mitchell to the stage.
Hey, so I'm the crazy cat lady, thanks. No, really, my husband's the crazy cat lady. But so Izzy and Shiloh were behind me. But I'm going to give you a little bit of what came before Izzy and Shiloh. Was a wonderful black beauty named Zoe. Zoe came to us in 1999, a 2-year-old, big fluffy black thing with big eyes and beautiful. And Zoe came from PetSmart. I'm going to get a nod. Yes, thank you. I can't remember. Anyway, and we went into PetSmart to shop for a plant for the fish tank, not a cat. And so Zoe is in the front with these beautiful green eyes, looking at us like, take me home. And I said no. I've had cats before, and I still said no. And so I said, I'm going to the back to get a plant for the fish. In the meantime, my husband bonds with Zoe, and I come back with a plant, and he's got Zoe. Guess what? We came home with Zoe, and I stole a plant. So Zoe came home with us, and for 19 years she lived with us. And Zoe left us in November. She went to kitty heaven. It was a rough period for us because we loved her very much. She was our baby. She was spoiled rotten. So then we kind of talked about it and said, gee, should we get another cat? Somebody says, 2 cats. And I said, oh, okay. So we talked about a bonded adult pair. Not so much kitties, because little ones are a lot to take care of. Anyway, so unbeknownst to me, somebody was already hunting for kitties. And so we went to dinner one night, and he'd been and found the Pixie Project. And he said, I want to show you a picture. So he shows me a picture of Izzy and Shiloh. And I went, oh, they're wonderful. When can we go get them? I was sold. So Shiloh is the one with the big white paws, and Izzy is the beautiful gray kitten. They are a bonded pair. They're not brother and sister, if you couldn't figure that out. They're wonderful. We, the next day, decided to take half the day off from work and go pick up Izzy and Shiloh because I wanted them. We filled out an application online. He did, I didn't, that night. I think it was approved probably in the middle of the night because he kept pounding the Pixie Project. Did it go through? Did it go through? Did it go through? Did it go through? So we ended up and we showed up at the Pixie Project, walked in the door, and here is Izzy and Shiloh in a little kennel, all curled up with each other, looking like this, like, who are you? Where are we? What happened? So we learned that Izzy and Shiloh lived with their human for a really long time. Is when they were, Izzy is 9, Shiloh is 7. So they lived with this human for that many years together, and their human passed away. So they're kind of in the same situation that we were. We lost a wonderful kitty, and they lost a wonderful mom, supposedly mom. And we learned that through a little bit that Izzy and Shiloh kind of spent 1 week by themselves in the house. And so Izzy and Shiloh were very scared, didn't know really what was going on in their world. And so, needless to say, we signed on the dotted line. We packed them up. And somebody had already bought cat food, 2 beds, kitten scratch, toys. They were in the back of the car. off we went with 2 cats. So we brought them home, and they kind of told us to keep them in an area so they could get used to one area of the house first. So we went down to the basement. We have a fully remodeled basement. I didn't put them in a basement. Here you go. Good luck. They have a warm marble floor in the bathroom. Trust me, they're fine. So we took them downstairs. We opened up their little box that they were in, and off they went. And under the bed. They were done. Poor little things, they were just both together. They stayed together the entire time. Food, water, we tried everything we could. We got a lot of hisses from Izzy. Izzy is very bonded with her brother, and nothing happens to her brother, and we realized that when the first time you put your hand in, it's like, oh, okay. So they lived under the bed for about a week. And finally, they would go out at night and kind of scope things out, and then they'd be back. We kind of corralled them into an area so they would, kind of figure out what was going on. We also have a big chair downstairs, and we threw a blanket over the top, and that was their other escape, is to go underneath the chair and hide underneath there. Izzy, to this day, still kind of goes under the chair, but her butt is always out, and it's kind of like, I'm hiding, sort of. So once they got acclimated, they started coming out. They started really kind of realizing that this is where their home was going to be, and food was very important to them, as you probably could tell after home with a week not having probably any food. So they emptied bowls really quick, and Shiloh gets to eat first normally. And he chows down. To this day, he still chows down, but in the beginning, they both ate quite a bit. They liked treats. We got them to eat a lot of treats. Cat treats are really not good for cats because it makes them fart. And believe me, these two, whew, we don't do treats too much anymore. They get people food now. Yeah. Shiloh likes barbecue pork. And Friday nights is usually that's his treat, because somebody goes down to the Chinese restaurant and gets barbecue pork. Izzy likes carbs. She loves bread. She likes potato chips. She likes French fries. Anything that's crunchy, salty, she loves. Bread. She likes a lot of bread. In fact, she had a part of a croissant this morning. So, as you can tell, they have warmed up to us. They are very much a 2 pair that love to come and greet you at the door and wonder where you've been all day. Zoe. Izzy loves her tail pulled, which is the craziest thing in the world, but she loves to have that. She just tug on it as much as you can. In the first pictures you saw, Izzy was by shoes, and I was telling Stephanie earlier, Izzy loves to crawl, stick her nose into a shoe, or if the shoes are together, she goes right in between, and there she's at. She loves to be in shoes. Shiloh is a poser, as you probably can tell. He sits like this. Always lay down, sit. This is how they go. Either on top, either way. So he's a big poser. He also likes to come in the mornings after you've taken a shower, and he wants attention. You can be soaking wet, but guess what? I still want attention. They have been an amazing part of our family. I can't thank Pixie Project enough for what they did for these two and the follow-up. And yes, one day, Izzy will be there to get her teeth cleaned. It's going to be a cold day in hell, but she'll be there. We're trying to get to be able to pick her up. She still is a little skittish in that department. We're getting there. Shiloh could care less. You just scoop him up and he goes. But Izzy is still a little defensive in that department. So one day we'll get her teeth cleaned, and one day my husband will clip her nails. I'm going to have to hold her down because it's not going to be easy. Anyway, I can't thank Pixie Project enough for what they did and saving these two wonderful kitties from who knows what. And I'm so happy that they are in our lives. And anytime you want to adopt, go to the Pixie Project. Adopt, please. And thank you very much. I appreciate it.